What is going on, everyone, and welcome back to more Black Desert Global Lab patch notes for August 7th. So, it's been a while since I've read Global Lab patch notes, but this week is actually pretty big. We get Edania Part 2, new grind spots, not new region, but Part 2 of Edania, and that's like new grind spots, new accessories, and, major updates. So, anyway, I haven't read through this. I kind of know what they talked about through the Heidel Ball, but that's about it. We're going to find more details in general. So I assume this is just telling us a little bit of the story of part 2. That's awesome. What we care about, though, is the stats and the grind spots, rewards, and everything. So let's see. New Edania weekly bosses starting at 405 AP, going up to 420. Dude, that just looks like reskinned Jordine, reskinned Enslar, another Karshian, and then a new one. That's kind of cool, actually. But yeah, looking forward to it. Even if you're hard cap now, entry starts at 405. The new accessories, we'll figure out how much stats those give, I think, later on. So yeah, looking forward to it. Trying something new going forward. All right, so new bosses, earrings, new materials, and Edana armor fragments. We all know those, and these are the same. So it's basic. Wait, hold on. I would have thought it goes from like 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, like 6. This one's the new boss, so it gives 6 compared to Capris at 5, 7, 8, 9. But let's see. 6 of them. And you get 3 earrings. So the difference is like 1 gold bar and a little bit more Capris essence. 1 more fusion crystal. Okay. And then going into 415, more materials, another box upgrade, more perfumes. And the last one just gives you literally 1 of everything, and then more. So you still have to do the highest tier. It just gives you 6 fragments across the board. Great. But then the higher ones have a chance to drop all the accessories compared to like a different one. So 1 more every tier up. Got it. I just pray that the arenas, like Karshian, if any of you have done that one to 390, that one's not a hard fight. It's just the arena is small. Enslar has like a 10-minute fight because it's like has a lot of phases it goes through. So we'll see. Next, we have Throne of Edana, so the weekly Sunday fight. This is basically irrelevant to 99.9% of people, but it's good to see the stats and what you get rewarded for it. New grind spots, starting at 400 AP. This looks like an outdoor arena. What this reminds me of is Often Tet. If you guys have done that one in Kama Sylvia, it looks like a revamped version of that. That's cool. And it gives earrings for both types of accessories. Yellow dye. I was kind of surprised when they had a yellow dye. I'm like, isn't that just Sovereign, like the default? I wonder if this is like a brighter yellow. We'll find out next week. But yeah, it gives all the materials and then earrings. Next spot is at 405 AP, and then it gives all the rings and earrings, and then extra, of these materials. Cool. 410 spot. Ooh, this one has a nice picture, actually. It kind of looks like the Enslar arena, but, during the daytime where you can actually see things. That's really cool. Like, yeah, that's a cool environment. One thing I've always said was, how the grind spot matters, like the environment because like grinding in a dark cave or a desert is kind of depressing, but like Kama Sylvia has always been some of my favorites because it's like outdoors, naturey environment, and it looks nicer. So yeah, I think this one probably looks depressing. This one looks nice. We'll find out. And yeah, every tier up gives another accessory to go for, so that's good. And 415 grind spot is probably just kind of looks like a new castle, a temple. Reminds me of Maple Story a little bit, where everything was super crazy. And then this one gives all the accessories and everything. A white dye. I'm kind of looking forward to that. A white dye looks pretty interesting. We'll see how it looks. All right, and then we have a 3-person grind spot. I'm actually looking forward to that because I really love group grind spots. They need more group content in the game. So yeah, it's a 415, 2455 AP. Yeah. 415. I wish they added the group's grind spot like 410, maybe 405, just so people can do that at entry level Edania. Because a lot of my friends are, at least one deck weapon, and getting 415, I don't know how easy or hard that is, but I just want to do group stuff with my friends and not have to wait for everyone to like super catch up, assuming we're all at the same page going into part 2. So we'll see. Yellow dye, white dye, materials in every single accessory. Nice. Oh, what is that? And then 420 spot, endgame one. This kind of looks like just standard outside, like Tenebrom. And then this one, of course, the highest end grind spot gives everything as expected. Cool. And then the weekly quest gives you the materials, which we should do. So they talked about the 2 accessories. One is through grind spots, right? Like you get these accessories just through grinding. You could sell them. And then the red ones, I believe, are, let's say you have Karazad, you upgrade from there. So we get to see the stats from here. And then let's see. So this is at base. And wait, this one just straight up has... Are these the same accessories? Because I don't know if that's 43 AP and that's 24. Wait, hold on a second. I thought they had the same AP at the end. Like, let's say they are both at deck, right? They have the end one, but this one is just like the base and you have to enhance it up. This one is essentially like the upgraded version, but let's look at it a little bit more. Okay, so this one at pen. Okay, so base has 43 and this one has 24 AP. At pen it has 45 and that pen for this one is 46. So and yeah, and then Oct, they're both at 48. Yeah, so they talked about at the end at deck, they're all at the same stats, but how you upgrade it is like, the way I understand is this one, red, if you have Karazads, you can convert it to the red accessory, right? And then you just get the materials, enhance it with crons and the new thing, and it doesn't downgrade. You just use the materials. Whereas these purple accessories are, the ones you get from the grind spot, and then you slam it like you would Deboreka's, and then the end goal is the same. But basically, do you like red or do you like purple? I think most people are going for the red route just because slamming accessories and having it downgrade even with crons is not the greatest feeling as far as I understand. But yeah, maybe they'll allow you, how back in the day they had like Otter and Blackstar? They'll allow you to switch between purple and red You know, ultimately it's the same thing. It's just do you like purple or red more? So either way, as long as we can't even see accessories in terms of like visual, you know how like if you wear a hat, you can see a hat, but accessories have never been visible. So just get the one that is easier to go for. So I assume red for most people. And then maybe at deck, they'll allow you to switch between whichever one you like more. Who knows? Okay, so it just goes up like 1 AP every level. Kind of like Charizard, you know, nothing really surprising here. The necklace goes up 2. Once again, kind of like Charizard, version 2. And then rings go up. Oh, so Step to Oct goes +2 and then 1 again. So +2, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 2, 1. Okay. So, as usual, it's going to be... Usually, as far as I know, Charizards weren't that bad. It does cost a lot, yeah, and I know people didn't like it, but like comparatively from Charizard versus enhancing Sovereigns, Charizards are cheap and very doable with the enhancement rates. Like, it's not too bad. Okay, so that's good to know. Accessories at base. Pride pen, I believe. Honestly, a 300 stack with a 6%, that's not too bad. I think that's higher than deck Charizard. Like, Novta deck was a 5% on the 300, so this one's a little bit higher. And it requires less Cronstones. Like, I believe Novta deck Charizard was 3650, if I remember correctly. Same Essence of Agris Pity number. Higher enhancement rate, lower Cron cost. That's good. This leads me to believe they're going to increase the Cron price from like 3 mil to something higher. But, you know, ultimately at the end of the day, we'll see. Hopefully you get it before it happens. So ultimately it looks a little bit easier. Like 1 in 4 to 1 in 5. And then, you know, Nav is 1 in 10-ish. Not too bad, honestly. I say that with 6% is still not great, but it's higher than before. And then processing for that, cool Capris, magical shards, enhancement price for a cost, about 1 trillion for a deck. That doesn't sound unreasonable, but like, I don't think it'll max out for too long. Like, you know, as time passes, price goes down for everything. So I believe these will sell. It's just how long before they start sitting on the market. Who knows? Let's see. Okay, so we're going into how to exchange it. So let's say if you have deck Charizards or Nav, this is how you exchange it now. We'll figure it out in game. I'll do a video day 1, of course, no big deal. And then, yeah, I'm just worried how hard is the material to get to enhance it. Because silver, not really a problem for me. I can grind, but how many taps can I do on day 1 is the real question. New appearance. Ooh. You know, the one criticism with the armor dies is that I wish that you see the glow effect, right? How it's glowing red. If you have the armor at the said level, I wish it goes through your costume and like you could see the red effect through whatever costume you have. I promise you people would actually do it if it goes through. And then have a little like toggle, you know, the eye icon. And you could, if you don't like it, you can turn it off. Or if you like the glow, turn it on. I promise you that would be the nicest quality of life. But, you know, until they add that, it is what it is. But, I mean, it's a cool outfit. I just wish the glow effect for all of you who have, like, Oct armors and higher can see it through, you know, you paid for a costume most likely, right? Why can't you have to glow through it? That's my only criticism. New crystal for more AP and damage reduction. So you know, like the Han Edania crystal, it's just ramping up a little bit higher. You know, 180. If you're just gonna give someone 180 Edania damage, you might as well just lower the grind spot number. Like, I don't even understand how one crystal literally makes or breaks the grind spot. Jesus, dude. The chase item that some people get carried and get the crystal straight up, and some people have to grind out 100 pity. That's such a terrible system. Like, make it a quest that you can just get it easily. If you're gonna make these actually, I don't know, or at least I hope the drop rate for them is not too bad. So like, average is what, like 10 hours or something. That would be pretty nice. New stone enhancing. Let's see. Oh yeah, they are reforming or like revamping the reforged stones to make it probably a little bit better, or is this just changing the UI? Oh, so you can make the ones you want now through other ones. Gotcha. Cool. New artifact. 25 AP probably. Yeah, there's a lot of ways to get monster AP. I think they're like sheet AP is nice, but how you get monster AP through crystals and artifacts and everything is going to be the real endgame grind. Interior life content. Oh, so nodes. Gotcha. Nodes. We definitely need more Capris materials. Thuja is a very good one. We don't need Elder Tree. That one's for sure. New ores, new raw materials. Traces will forever be used. Great. So if I were to pick anything, I'd probably do all the traces, these two new materials that we don't have. Thuja is important, and Capris is important. Everything else you could kind of irrelevant. New housing. Oh yeah, housing and the stuff you can invest into. New fish. Florida. I love Korean translation. Toad meat. Florida. Nice. Following items to be collectible. Oh, so just like gathering materials. Got it. A new elixir and perfume. Ooh, they have one for Lifeskillers now. Let's go. This is the one that's important. This one just looks like a revamped Verdure draft. Characters. Expressions for special damage has been changed to additional damage. What? Oh. Okay. Adjustments to bonus attack power and damage reduction. 397 or higher. Bonus attack power increases by 2 for every 2 points of displayed like sheet AP. From display to 481. Bonus damage. Okay, so like you know how they have a chart in game? Yeah, this is basically it. So bonus attack, like extra monster damage and DR. It's nice. It's like bombs, but you know, current version. New character level from 70 on August 12th next week, and then in September or something they're gonna raise it to 75. We're going to be talking about that, actually. I am going to bring Jimmy back for another video. We're going to be talking about the leveling changes, and yeah, we'll talk about that more. Extraction of a range of choices of dyeing previously. Only allowed removal, not extraction. Yeah, this is a big thing because people like want to use their different dyes they got without spending 50 billion on it again. Now you can extract them. That's huge. Yeah, whatever it costs to extract, great. We will do that. If you previously deleted a creation after using it, we plan to provide deleted creation after next week. Cool. Guild bosses can be defeated by spending 25,000 reputation on Gumiho and Duoxini. You earn 10,000 per thing. Great. More rewards. Great. Planned removal of top tier hunting ground tags. It's just rework. Great. Something shrine bosses. Oh, so they're making it easier. Got it. Good. And bug fixes. Are there anything worth fixing or like looking into? A lot of guild stuff. Controller, just dude, there's something wrong with controllers every week. I don't know why. What even changes? Okay, well, coming up next week, big patch. You got a lot of content, and yeah, looking forward to it. If you are new to the channel, hit that subscribe button. We got a bunch of stuff to talk about, especially next week. We're going to try all the new grind spots. We're going to be converting our accessories. We're going to look at the new, like, accessories and the dyes if we get it. We'll try every single grind spot as we get the gear for it. I think that's cool. So, yeah, with that said, that's all I want to talk about today, and I'll see you tomorrow. Peace.